What is up, boys? We are headed back to Lincoln, which is where I go to college in Nebraska. And we're getting packed up because I've had enough of this Nebraska weather. And we're heading to Florida. We're flying out tomorrow evening. We'll be there until the end of the first week in January. And then we'll come back. And then hopefully, as long as I'm not waitlisted anymore, we'll be heading back down to Florida at the end of the month for the college Bassmaster tournament at the Harris Chain of Lakes. So stay tuned for that as long as we get off that wait list. But we are going to Florida for a little family vacation, so I'll be doing some fishing, hopefully, as much as I can. And so I'm getting packed up this afternoon, and then we're gonna head there. Just so you guys know, seasonal depression is real. I haven't been able to fish for like the last month and a half, 2 months, just because it's been so cold here, and there's not enough ice to go ice fishing, but there's too much ice to put the boat out on the water. And also, I don't have a heated shop to keep my boat in, so I've already got it winterized. So can't be taking that out anymore, sadly. But yeah, I'm ready to get down to Florida. I'm ready to get down to some warm weather. I hate this place. I hate Nebraska during the winter. As you guys could see, it was a pretty late flight. Got to the airport around 11 or 10, I think, and almost died in our Uber ride to the hotel, almost got into a wreck. So it was kind of a shit show of a night, and we ordered pizza and it never came. So the next day, we're gonna go hang out at the pool for a little bit and then hopefully do some fishing here later. All right, guys, just got to our first pond of the trip. I've actually fished this one before. We've came on vacation to this resort a couple times now. Now we're staying at the one across the street, but I walked on over here and no one said anything, so. I do not have any O-rings, so we are gonna make work with what we've got. That'll probably stay on for one fish catch. Alrighty. There's a small little buck bass on a bed right here. Wow, that's crazy. Already on beds in January. Beginning of January. Here's a better look at him. On beds in January. Let's see if we can catch him. Turning on it, spinning back on it. He's looking at it. He doesn't seem to want it though. There, he got it. He's carrying it off. Oh, he just carried it off and dropped it. Didn't eat it. Well, he's getting pissed off now. He's not big at all, but Here he comes. Got it. Oh. Here, he's got it. Got him. There we go. First bedfish of the year, January 4th. About a 1 pounder. I saw one with him that was probably 1.5 pounds. Not much bigger, but there's his bed right there, that light spot. All right, let's see if we can go find some bigger ones on some beds. A little bit better. Still not a big one. Oh, never mind. He's about the same size. Little Florida rat. See you, buddy. That one feels better. Oh yeah, big and stay down. Stay down, darling. Not a big one, but a nice one. There we go. Look at the mouth on that guy. He needs to get filled out a little bit. There's a sign right back there that says no fishing past this point, and the security guard just walked past me, didn't say a word. There we go. Another little guy. Thank you. No frickin' way. Do you guys see that? This is not scripted. I am at a pretty loaded resort. A lot of rich people here. There's a $100 bill floating on the water. I swear if it's fake. Oh. All right, we got it. We got it. Let's check it out. Oh, it feels so fake. Maybe it's just because it's wet. For motion pictures only. Damn it. Well, that's a rip. Rip in the chat. Motion pictures purposes. In props we trust. Mother. Well, boys, we shouldn't have got our hopes up. For motion picture purposes. In props we trust. That would have just been a great day. Would have just made my day for not catching any fish. Oh, break my rod. Oh, sucker choked it. There he goes. There's a little one on a bed right here. Let's see if we can catch him. Not sure if you guys can see that light spot over there, but he's sitting right on it. Let's see here. Going towards it. Oh, there might be. Oh, he's got it. Wanted to kind of keep him in the water to see if the disturbance would make any others come out, but I never saw a female with him.
Oh, he's scared. He's getting scared.
Fatty. Thanks, buddy. Oh, figured out. Nice one. There we go. First cast with the chatterbait. Oh yeah. Don't go down there. Fatty. There we go, that's a good one. Heck yeah. Probably 4-pounder, the belly on that one. Sweet. Thunder cricket down the throat. Strike King thunder cricket. Munch that thing. Heck yeah. Sweet. That was first cast after tying on that chatterbait. I've been using a fluke and I missed 2 bites this morning. One of them was a small one. The other one was pretty nice. Might have even been bigger than that one. So hopefully we can get a few more bites on this chatterbait. We are very close to SeaWorld. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but that's a sign right there. So we're just jumping around fishing these SeaWorld ponds. So far, not very many of them have panned out. The one right next to this one never even saw a sign of life. So came on over to this one, got bit on the fluke like first cast. Right there on the edge, just about to bring it out of the water. Bit me right on this edge. There's a bunch of little minnows that keep jumping right on the edge of this vegetation, and it keeps looking like something's spooking them. I've actually seen a couple blow up on them, but there's just a bunch of these little minnows, and that's what they're feeding on. That one's also pretty chunky for how small he is. That first one I got super parallel with this edge. That second one I kind of cast it out and got bit right at the edge. The best cast you can make when they're eating it like this on this edge and all the bait's up on the bank like this is a parallel cast. You just want to keep that bait in the strike zone, just run it down that edge, because that's your oh, there's another. That's a nice one. There's a nice one. Oh yeah, another good one. Another good one. Oh yeah. Like I was saying, the strike zone is on that edge. Yeah, that's a good one. Another 4-pounder. Strike zone's on that edge because that's where all those minnows are. And so if you can keep your bait on that strike zone, you'll have better odds of catching bass. Oh, not quite 4. Probably maybe 3, right at 3. Another fat one feeding on all those grass minnows right there. The chatterbait is producing. It's 3 fish in like 5 minutes. Sweet. All right. See you later, fatty. Should have been fishing this pond all week. There's one. Decent one. Right on the edge. Oh, sorry, buddy. Chunky. That's one thing that I've noticed with Florida bass is, yeah, the big ones can be fat, but a lot of times when you catch those dinks, they're just little rats. They're just skinny little. Up north, it's like those little ones eat anything they see, and they are always so short and fat. But here, they're so long and skinny. The Florida strain for you. I was worried that before we found this pond, I wasn't gonna even have enough to make a video, but We should now. There's something just spooked all those minnows. I don't know if you guys can see that. But no, I've fished 3 or 4 different ponds this week. I fished one that I have been to a couple times before when we stayed at the resort that I walked over to across the street from the resort we're staying at now. And that pond used to be fire. We used to catch so many fish there. But they might just be in a weird little transition. I already saw some males on beds, and I just couldn't find any big fish. The only ones I found was back in that little spawning area. Look at all those minnows jump when I bring my chatterbait through them. I'll show you guys again. Look at all of them. That's what they're feeding on. Well, would you look at that? A nice little Shakespeare. Nice. We'll put it up here so maybe, oh, that's why it's left here. There's no handle. It smells like straight cheeks over here. Ugh, badushy. Looks like a good one. Don't take me into that. Don't take me into that. Fatty. Heck yeah. 2.5 pounder, and he's probably 14 inches. Oh. There he goes. On the fluke. I saw that one wake on it, the cast before that one. I pulled it out of the water just too quick, just barely too quick, and he waked on it, but didn't get it. All right, probably got to head out here soon. I got to catch a flight today at 1 o'clock. Need to leave here at least by 11. So we don't have a whole lot of time left, but hopefully we can catch one more good one here. Alrighty, boys. Time to head back to Nebraska. Back in Nebraska, as you can see, snow's still on the ground. Currently 14 degrees. So really wishing I was back in Florida right now. But to give you guys a little recap, we stayed at a couple resorts during our trip, moved around a little bit, and we actually stayed right across the street from a resort that I fished at before, that we've stayed at in years past, and caught some really nice ones there in years past. Went over there this trip and actually found some spawning already. It's beginning of January, and I didn't see any big females up on beds or even any females near the beds, but there was a bunch of buck bass on beds already back in this little cove, and that's probably the majority of where I caught my fish, was back in that little area. Couldn't get anything going on like the bigger main lake part of the resort, but didn't catch anything super huge. So then went back to the resort I was actually staying at, and the closest pond to me, I fished the very last day of our trip and ended up having some success over there. It's really weird with these Florida ponds. There can be so many different ponds all around you, and I fished one that was literally 20 yards from the one that I ended up fishing that was really good, and the one that was 20 yards from it was terrible. I didn't see a single sign of life. There was water running in it. I mean, it looked great. It looked pretty much similar to the other one I fished, if not even better, with grass growing in it and everything, and didn't see a single sign of life. But then that one got him going on the chatterbait, caught some on a fluke, so it was a fun time, last few hours of my trip. If you guys would keep me posted on what types of videos you guys like in the comments, if you guys like the tournament videos, if you guys like the tips and tricks, if you guys like these travel videos, keep me posted what you guys want to see from this channel. Obviously it's pretty new, and I'm really looking forward to making videos in the future. We've got quite a few big tournaments coming up, a couple down here in Florida, coming up here in the next couple months, so those will be fun to document, those bigger tournaments. But yeah, let me know what you guys like in the comments. Also, if you guys stayed this late into the video, go down to the comments and let me know what state you caught your PB in and how heavy that fish was. I'll comment my answer down below as well. Really appreciate you guys watching this video. Please like and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. And stay tuned for future videos all about fishing. We'll see you guys.